Kia ora, namaste, and a very warm welcome to all our viewers tuning in from around New Zealand and beyond. You're watching live coverage of the 2025 New Zealand Indian Hockey Championship, proudly hosted this year by the Waikato Indian Sports Club in conjunction with New Zealand Indian Sports Association, bringing together community, competition and culture. This tournament has grown into one of the premier events on the New Zealand Indian community sporting calendar, showcasing not only some of the best hockey talent in the country, but also a legacy that stretches back generations. And whether you're new to the NZIHC or have been around since the old QBT days, we're in for an absolute treat again this year. I'm joined in commentary by Hitendra Patel, NZISA lead coach. Hitu, welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Brad. We're in for an exciting match, I think. It's Pukekohe's second game of the day and Bay of Plenty's first, so they've had a bit of a rest and they jump into their first match. Yeah,
absolutely. You hit it on the head there. Puke v Bay of Plenty, and first look at Bay of Plenty for the weekend. As you see the two teams come out there. Puke, of course, in the green and yellow. Bay of Plenty in the pink and black this afternoon. And just a couple of key players to keep a look at on that Bay of Plenty Indian side. Kishona Thapachetri in goal, one of the best going around this tournament and has been for a number of years, representing NZI as well at heritage tournaments. Stacey Wepa from the Hepi Sports Club should be playing out there, and hard to go past Oriwa Hepi, a long-time servant for New Zealand Māori hockey and since recently also with NZI. So a bit of talent across the park. Bay of Plenty, I think they've won 2 of the last 3 titles here in the women's section, and will be looking for potentially a third. On the opposite side of things, and with the Puke Indian ladies, Jaina Suka, the captain, she's leading them out. Always a solid battler for Puke. Divyanka Kumar, another one who's represented NZI in recent heritage tournaments. And captain come, or not captain, coach come player come commentator probably tomorrow, Seedal Patel as well. A special shout out to Seedal, out there battling away as she always is. And what a group. She's actually going to stay in the dugouts for the walkout, Seedal. She's trying to hide from the cameras, so I've heard. But there's our two teams there ready to get underway. Our umpires for the match, Danny Walker and Aidan Waller. Now, these two teams have met a number of times over the last 4 or 5 tournaments, with the majority going the way of Bay of Plenty. We've got to go back to 2021 up in Puke, the last time Puke ladies were able to get one over Bay of Plenty. So a bit of dominance over the last 3 by way of Bay, and I mentioned 2-time champs in there as well. But as we've seen already today, Hitu, these games can go any way, and this women's comp has never been closer.
Yeah, no, exactly. And, you know, we mentioned some key players, but how good is some of the youth and the younger ones coming through in both teams with the mix of experience, as you talked about. So, yeah, it will be, I reckon a good start. Pukekohe will look to try get up on them early because, as we know, Bay of Plenty have shown themselves over the last few years as a strong side to contend with.
Yeah, absolutely. And good mention of some of that youth. We were speaking before the game about some players that are potentially missing that we'd usually see out here, especially on the Puke side, but creates an opportunity for the next ones to step up and put their hands up and experience the top level here at New Zealand Indian Hockey Championship. So we see, well, that's probably not how you want to start against the Bay. Is rolling one there straight to them and hot on attack. Immediately come Bay of Plenty through Manjot Lal.
Yeah, how quick was that? Just off the start off.
Yeah, I don't know if Jaina really expected her already to be in the passing lane that quick. Manjot was shot out of a gun there.
And that's sort of the youth we're talking about, like how quick was that? Well read, just saw the soft pass and off she went.
Yeah. Yeah, and you mentioned Puke will need to start fast here. I mean, they got on the wrong end of the result in their earlier game against the defending champs North Harbour. So the way that the competition's set up, it's just a round robin for the ladies with the 5 teams, so you can't be dropping multiple games. As Manjot Lal again showing off some skill going forward. Still here for Bad Plenty. It's messy. They can't clear it, Puki. And they'll finally win a free hit out there, Yaz Sahoda.
Yeah, good composure there just to work that out, because looked pretty shaky there for a little bit, the defence.
Yeah, Bad Plenty really putting pressure on in and out of the circle as Oriwa Hepi rolls one forward, a little bit big. There, yeah, what a start.
Yeah, Oriwa again just, putting her dominance right from the get-go. You can see there, Jaina bit off screen there, but we'll hopefully stick with her.
Yeah, that's going to be the key matchup in the middle if those two continue in those roles, which I do expect they probably will.
But yeah, how cool to get Divyanka back, Fijian international, and spoke to her actually earlier just prior to this game, and she was like, oh, couldn't wait to come back, which is, super cool around what this tournament means to people as soon as they start playing it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, for those of you unaware, playing, living, representing over in Fiji there, came out for a heritage actually initially, came out and played and then stuck around for a club season and had a run at last year's tournament and back again with Puki out there, Divyanka Kumar. So, absolutely cool to see and like I say, awesome to see. It means so much for them to want to be involved every year. So shout out to Divyanka. He's out there up the front for Puki. And the other of note as we look through the Puki team list, all 4 of the Wallab ladies. So S-Man, he'll be down there watching, of course, with Kaya, the youngest, joining in with Mum and the 2 older sisters out there for Puki. I reckon if we twist S-Man's arm to get out there, it'd make the whole family affair.
Yeah, surely you can put a bit of a dress on. I'm
Yeah.
sure he's not adverse to that.
No.
Put the pads on and no one will notice dress on. Goalkeeper pads there.
Yeah.
No, that's real cool to have that. I think, again, just shows that community, family connections, and being able to play all together, how special is a Bad Plenty. Ooh.
Good save there. That is one of the Wallabs. It's Mia in goal for Puki. Yeah, had to make a little save there. But you're right, so cool to see those family connections. And not just in this team, I'm sure they're all over the tournament. That's Bad Plenty. Have another go at it from the long corner. Fredrickson looks long handle, doesn't get all of it. And turned over right on the edge of the circle. And they've won a penalty corner there. Love the work of Jazz Fitzwalter. High fives all around for the Pink Ladies.
Yeah, super cool Jazz there working that penalty corner. Both her and Juhi have come along so well over the last few years, and great to see Jazz's skills there.
You'll see it on this replay. Turns over, little left to right drag and straight in on the feet there. Epic stuff. She's actually captaining the side this weekend, Jazz Fitzwalter. So pretty cool stuff for her. And Bad Plenty, first opportunity here from the set piece. And they'll get another one off the foot of the first runner. It was a pretty heavy touch, the trap. Oriwa had to catch up to it, but got something away, and they'll get a reset.
Surely she'll have another go here.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, so perhaps that little deceptive slider there, looking for slide right. Looked like Tamar Fitzgerald, I think, out that side.
Yeah, pretty good variation. Just unable to execute in that time, but I like that. They would have seen the hit coming and they've pulled off a right slider, which is pretty good.
Yeah. You're just asking some questions. Like we said, first game for the Bay Ladies, so we're still trying to work a few things out. Yeah, that's really nice execution, actually. tucked in under the first runner's stick. And wasn't far off being the first one for Bay of Plenty. And across the field. Now a bit of space up this left side. Forward they go, cut out. Oh, Jaina Suka.
Yeah. Straight with Urua now.
Yeah. What's going to fall there for Minjot Lal, who gets it going across goal.
Saved by Mia.
Cleared away, and here comes Puki. Oh, let her run. You can see the smile there, maybe a thank you.
Needs to reserve some of her breath, but now she'll get back in.
And it's going to fall there for Puki. And Bay of Plenty just happy to hold and then try and target those ones on the outside.
Yeah, I like how they're, you know, working around the press of Bay of Plenty, because it looks like they've got a lot of firepower up front, Bay of Plenty, and so if they can just get it around the press, then they're in for a bit of a shot.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah, and they're probably their big advantage for Puki is the potential speed difference up the front. Here's an opportunity here for Pabu. Gets it on the back foot. Love that shot.
Oh, that's a great back foot shot.
Yeah.
But Kashona equal up to the task there.
Yeah, that's the, you know, I think the biggest hurdle that Puki are going to have to overcome is once they do get it up there, pretty tough work to beat Kashona.
She's a very hard one to pass. And, you know, she's shown that for a number of years now. And that's one of the strengths of this Bay of Plenty side, is having her in goal and behind. But not only her saves, but just her leadership and, you know, controlling that defensive back group is...
Oh, love a couple of little touches. Oh! And as we're talking her up, geez, the commentator's curse there.
It is, isn't it?
Just stepped over one. And penalty corner come the way of Puki. An opportunity to perhaps strike first here. As we mentioned how good Kashona was, and just you got tricked a little bit by the pace off delivery. This one here took a couple of touches and just hit the inside of the boot. And we'll see the follow up here.
Yeah, it's a good. That's a good try. I think the key is just getting quick shots away, you know, and even those little touches are the ones that, you know, may just sneak past her.
It's like Trish Pabu on the bracket. That's untidy. Jaina will have to lay it off. Geez, that's heavy. And they'll get a reset for it. It's probably not how they drew that one up.
I would like to think that could have been a variation, but probably not.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And they'll have another go at it here, Puki. This time it is better. Pabu. Yeah, looks like a little touch out over the back line from the right postie.
This is good from Puki. If they can just keep peppering away, might just frustrate this Bay of Plenty side.
Yeah.
And we talked about it, if they can get a good start.
Yeah, well defended that time by Bay of Plenty. Good load block tackle there. And now Jaina searching. And that one runs out over the sideline. As we mentioned, Puki already playing their second game of the day. Bay of Plenty a little better rested.
Yeah, that's always tough, you know, when you've got 2 games in one day and the other team's just started. But credit to Pukekohe, they're fighting from the start, which is good. Good to see. You know, they've had a few chances, so Bay of Plenty. So it's a pretty even contest so far, I think.
Yeah, both defensive groups and goalkeepers having to do a bit of work. So, and both equal to it thus far. So we're inside the last 5 minutes here of the first quarter. For those that have been watching along all day, hope you've been enjoying the coverage of day one here of the New Zealand Indian Hockey Championship. We'll try and keep you up to date with what's happening over on the second turf as well. That's a North Harbour v Auckland game, which I think is about to get started in the next couple of minutes. Meanwhile, we're all locked up here 0-all on turf 1. And that free hit's going to go the way of Bad Plenty. Perhaps just lifted that one.
Yeah, I think a little bit of danger.
We see the little one-layer overhead. Didn't quite take it down. Gersharan Preet.
Not 5, maybe, is the call. Oh, no.
I think the umpire perhaps signalled the wrong way, and then it's just allowing Bop to get back in before Puki take it quickly. Do appreciate that sometimes when they do point the wrong direction, everyone goes sprinting off the other end, and then all of a sudden it's going the other way.
Yeah, you do, and I think it's, you know, fair play to the umpire to just take that control and go, cool, yep, made a mistake, so let's just wait and, you know, reset.
And now Bop with the big transfer. Oh, what a ball. I will say it's probably the other big difference that you see in this Bop ladies team. Probably the more comfortable of the 5 to play that long ball over distance. But perhaps a bit more strength out of the back, or players confident to do it. Quite often we see the ladies teams, you know, a bit more keen to play the condensed game and work their way forward, but Bop happy to just play long.
Yeah, and look, they've got some runners up front, as we saw, so, you know, not a bad tactic. And then you've got, you know, Orewa who can play in the midfield. So it's a good mix that Bad Plenty have got.
Yeah, they can show you different looks, which becomes tough to play against. Just as you get settled into something, they change up. And here comes Manjot Lal. She's looking circleward. It's going to fall here for Hepi. Oh, love that.
Upright reverse.
Oof, it's got a bit of sting on the fingers, that one. But how's the upright reverse? Got it away.
I'm a big fan of an upright reverse, so, you know, that ball comes too close or it's bouncy, you know, let's just get it going at goal.
I'd be really interested to have seen, had the defender not been standing there, was it actually on target? Was there a potential opportunity from that one? Because it's a pretty incredible skill when you can pull it off like that.
And sometimes those are the ones you just don't know, as we see it on the replay here. Just bounce up nicely for him. Bang. Oh, I reckon that was a good go there.
I tell you what,
defender's done well there.
Yeah, really, it's the right call, of course. But man, we'd love to see
that was almost
where that one ended up.
In the net.
And now, a bit of space here for Puki. Cleaned up at least well enough initially. Yeah. By Darshna.
Shout out to Hitman if he's watching. Back home with the kids. Drew the short straw this year.
Yeah, got babysitting duties.
First time in, what, 30 years that guy isn't playing, I think.
I was going to say, it must be first in a long time. Dash finally won paper, scissors, rock.
Oh, lovely bit of skill there.
It's still going here for Puki.
I like how simple that was, and I think sometimes, you know, we go to use speed, but sometimes just a simple free hit and then just take off after that. But now Bad Plenty got a bit of a breakaway, a bit of a 3v2 here. Yeah,
still working the bay. They recycle. Love this. Epi, across it goes. It's taking the defender and the back of the stick. We saw it in one of the earlier men's games there where you're kind of attacking the top of the circle. If you don't get anything, if you can bounce it back off somebody and pivot your entry, man, it becomes tough to defend, as we saw the same there for Puki. And what a time to get a penalty corner here with the clock expiring. We'll see it here. That's the little rebound play.
Yeah, just get it going.
And I love two things there. Quick shot and a player on the post, hands on the ground.
Coach's dream.
Yep. And now can they go ahead? Little layoff. That one's too high. Just got away from her there, Manjot Lal. But again, we see some variations out of the Bad Plenty penalty corner.
Yeah, nothing to separate the teams after quarter time here, Brad.
Yeah, still locked up, as you say, her two, between Bad Plenty and Puki. Puki just grinding away at the moment. Bad Plenty with probably a few more opportunities at it, but nothing there at the moment as we see the teams come together. The coach for Bad Plenty this weekend, Michaela Wepa, of course, would usually be playing, but exciting news, she's got one on the way. So
always exciting.
Yeah, on the sidelines this weekend. So congratulations, Michaela and Tui. Baby on the way.
Again, just great to have her involved, right? Like, just super cool to see them going, cool, can't play, but happy to be here, you know?
Yeah, and wanting to be involved.
Yeah.
So we see some of the world's fastest highlights there. Love that. Good steal there from Fitzwalter. Let's set up the first penalty corner. Like I said, we saw some variations. That one run down. Second one, if we see it, little slider there, which very nearly, I mean, had she got the right touch on it, no one was stopping it. Little back foot early shot there from Trish Pabu. And then this one that, again, very nearly got them all. Puki earning their first penalty corner from the follow-up. This one here. And Bob has the upright reverse. Oof. It's going to need a little bit of ice.
Yeah, brave defending.
And Happy again in a similar spot. This time on the forehand wins the penalty corner, and this is the one here. Layoff. Yeah,
It's always an interesting one, I think. You know, when you've got everyone up on the circle, what are your options? I'm a believer of getting it at goal. You're playing virtually a 10v4.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny too because, you know, even you just saw in the picture there, almost looked like there was people in the way. You've also, I think, you got to leave some of those people out of the circle. Just park them on the dotted circle. Your job is to keep it in on the secondary save or something along those lines. Otherwise, you just got people in the way. Yeah. I mean, she got that the one-time hit slightly wrong anyway, but yeah, it's interesting to see how things can change just because the whistle's gone. As we see, yeah, Puki now, great start.
Yeah, it was Divyanka Kumar there again, just showing her skill set.
And Puki now, they survived the late quarter onslaught. Can they answer perhaps in the first minute here of the second? Looks like it will be Divyanka at the top with Jaina.
Oh.
The layoff this time a little better, but took too long on it that time.
I think they almost look like they didn't really know what sort of option they were going. I don't think they were on the same page there.
Well, from what it looked like from this angle, and actually we better just hold that because opportunity down the other end here for Bad Plenty. I will say what it looked like from that Puki penalty corner is the injection was probably going to Jaina's forehand, and instead of just trapping it, she moved over and stick trapped it, and Divyanka hadn't gone with it.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden had to go and get it, and yeah, just all kind of fell away from there. So you're right, some same page perhaps missing at the corner from Puki. Bad Plenty will take one from the middle, a bit of space on the right there for them, and they work towards the circle edge. Here they come, little crab dribble. And the shot is in the back of the net. What a goal. Way to finish. Now, we don't have a number 4 on our list, but number 4, the goal scorer for Bad Plenty. We'll try and get some comms. Maybe Dr. Lau can come and find us and can find out who it is, but have a look at this. On the reverse, like I said, the crab dribble, bit of space. Nice quick shot. Nothing Mia Wallab could do in goal that time.
It's a great finish there. Yeah, unknown for now for us, Brad, but oh look, she's been playing cracker number 4 for Bad Plenty.
Yeah.
And, give her one opportunity really, and she's just slotted it.
Yeah, she said, well, Oriwa, since you've had a few goes at it and not given us anything, I'll have a crack and show you how to do it. And just like that, they open the scorebook here. Bad Plenty up 1-0. Now the two-man comes in. Oh, Horiwa, thief in the night. She's forehand drag, bit of space. And Walab got out nice and early. I think actually may have saved that with the top of her knee instead of the leg guard there, the way she's struggling a little bit with that.
It's that awkward position.
It is. There's a little gap there between the bottom of the padded shorts and the top of the leg guard. And
Seidel boxing it out there.
yeah.
With Oriwa.
Seidel just saying, you did it on purpose. Seidel's only worried because she's the next one up on the goalkeepers list, I reckon.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure, hopefully we'll get to hear from both of those ladies over the course of the weekend. Yeah, there you can see it, just in that gap. It is a painful one, and her little sister will come running the ice out. Gives it to Mum. Mum, this might be the ice spray, in fact. That's it's a stinger, that one. Might be Kaya's first run out here today, was the running the ice out. And how good's that? Give the ice spray to Mum. Mum will do it. Yeah. Unfortunately for Puke, I'm pretty sure they got another corner to defend. Or at least not just a long corner.
Just a long corner, I think.
So she'll jog that one off. Would love to see the ball at the other end for a couple of minutes for Mia, but perhaps not the option. And now going to be forced onto another save.
Oh, good save.
Yeah, makes the
well
save.
Done. It's always tough when you get hit as a goalkeeper and then you're called up within 5 seconds to make that save, but she's credit to her, she's made a great save just then. Yeah,
good hand save. And now here come Puke. Devyanka, she's got numbers, she's got speed, uses the second. And now searching for something. She got the entry.
Oh, just a long corner.
Yeah. The Bay defender there just showing off her her tackling technique, or at least what she was intending to do. And I thought there was a second whistle there, but no, just a long corner. And now Suka is back again. Entry. Oh, nice little touch from Trish Pabu there.
Yeah, look, they are creating, which is good to see. So they just need to keep at it. They're only one down on the scoreboard. Still a long way to go.
Yeah, and if they can answer, fairly soon, it would do, a huge amount for their confidence too. This Puke team that, they're the sort of team that can, roll on a couple, and it's important that they get an answer back pretty early. As Seidel,
Six gone. Oh no!
Of one, and now this is not how you want it to go. And does enough. Seidel, you asked a box of beers for that one, buddy. You better stop laughing, because that's no fun at all. Clip that. We're going to run it in commentary tomorrow when she's up here.
What was the thinking behind that one? We need to ask her.
Well, I tell you what. The funniest thing? Left the stick, tried to chase Manjot down. Well, what were you going to do? Yeah, for an ankle tap or something.
Perceived pressure, maybe? I don't know.
Perceived pressure.
Perceived pressure. Can't make a tackle by perceived pressure.
Love that. Well, I think she knew she wasn't going to get the stick. So. Oh, Seidel. I tell you what.
But what a great save, right?
Huge save from Mia behind that.
Massive save, and then the follow-up shot as well. Yep. Just enough pressure. Here it is here. There she goes. Oh, no, run with it. No,
I can't. Who knows? This huge from Mia. And Oriwa, she'll be pretty disappointed in missing that one. We'll play that replay about 17 times at halftime, and you can all enjoy that one at home. Seidel will tell me she just had popcorn before the game. Yeah.
Yeah, look, I think it's going to be one of the highlights of this tournament so far, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. For both reasons. That and the follow-up work from Mia Walab as Jaina Suka takes a couple of names in the middle of the field. And will win one up towards halfway. Good little battle there between the two. We just had the word come through. Number 4, she's number 7 on our list, Rajwinder Kaur. So that's the goal scorer for Plenty. Rajwinder Kaur there, wearing number 4, not number 7. So thanks for the heads up, team. That's our goal scorer. As we see a ball go long over the back line, and now the wounded Mia Walab forced to run out and get it.
Yeah, I don't think Seedle's going to
run
off that one. She's worried about her stick coming out of the hands again, so just focus on this hit.
There it is. There it is. 1 for 2. You take 50%. And away come Puke. Nice little pass for there. Divyanka not quite able. I tell you what, full credit to Seedle there. I've seen players swing and miss on one and then just opt for the push pass for the next 6.
Yeah.
She's gone at it again.
I think that's the confidence of her, but also just one of her biggest strengths, right? She ain't taking that out of her weaponry.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. As the ball goes around the back for Plenty, Wepa rolls that one in front. Yeah, that's a tough one to take in for Gersharanpreet Kaur. And here again, Seedle with a little bit of time. Opens up nicely, bit of space there. That one not so nice though, and taken under control. Here come Plenty. Seedle. Oh, how's that? She's been working on that for 12 months, I reckon. Seedle. Little rip into the right foot and spin, and unfortunately, no. Here come Plenty. The drop-off pass there to our goal scorer, Kaur. Oh, what a receive. Oh, on the 3D to pick it and turn. Great bit of skill, and they'll take the long corner as well there, Plenty. And nobody there for them. The ball flies straight through, and again, Mia asked to jog it off.
It's one way to cure an injury, I think. Just keep jogging it off.
And now Seedle looking over the ball. Don't have a lot of options. This Plenty press pretty high, pretty tight.
Opts for the overhead this time.
I was going to say, a little change of route. And Plenty just working around the dotted circle. Nice entry, great turn. Kaur again. Oh, my goodness.
What a strike.
Lucky we got her name, because, geez.
Wow.
That's another one there for Rajwinder Kaur.
That's a great finish.
That's, again, you're not stopping that one. We'll see this on the replay. Love the ball in here. Great receive, turn, shielded.
Oh, wow.
And then the roof it goes.
Just from that roll, like, it is just so hard to do, and you don't see it much, but that is a great finish.
Yeah, that for young strikers that are watching there, tight turn, a good away from the defender, and in the roof. There's some second quarter highlights already from this one. And Kaur is on the back end of both of them. One on the reverse, one on the forehand. Showing all the skill set, Rajwinder Kaur. And now Puke, well, they find themselves in a bit of a hole here now. Like I said, they had a fair few opportunities in the first sort of 20 to 25 of this one. Really needed to put one away. Is now a bit of space here for Hepi. Across it goes. Oh. They're really starting to ask some questions now.
Yeah, they just up the intensity a little bit now, Plenty here.
Yeah. And again, penalty corner coming this time for Bay.
Seedle not happy with that one, as we can see off camera here.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit hard done by, but penalty corner nonetheless.
Yeah, it's a tough one, especially after you just conceded a second goal. You don't want to have to do it again. We'll see it on the replay. That one across. That was the earlier opportunity. It was actually after that where they earned the penalty corner. But now let's see, are they still variations or what have they got going on here? 2 on the left is an interesting setup.
Oh, just like that.
Yep, just do that. Let's just do that. Little in and away V-drag and yeah, got it heavy, got it low in the bottom corner, and Oriwahepi puts a third on the board for Bop. It's one of those skills, it's you don't see enough, is that real V-drag, getting it back off there onto the reverse stick of the first runner or you know, any defender, and then being able to punish them on their reverse sticks. You know, a really sharp bit of skill from Oriwahepi.
Yeah, for sure, and I think it's one of those ones where, again, the touch off the trapper was quite heavy, and so she's just made do with it. But great piece of skill to just do that V-drag and then slot it bottom corner.
And now, I already said they were in a bit of a hole. Well, it just got a little bit deeper here for Puke. And I mean, look, to be fair, whoever's it wasn't S-Man that's made the draw, because they've played the last 4 champions in the first day. In Harbour, the defending champs, and then Bay of Plenty as well on the first day. So, you know, a baptism by fire for the Puke ladies.
Yeah, tough ask, you know, and same thing in the first game as well. You know, they held their own, but once a few goals went in, it's very hard to come back.
Yeah.
Against, you know, 2 championship sides, really.
Yeah, that's it. And for those that are following along with the tournament, the women's section, as I mentioned, just a straight-up round robin. As, that was the big opportunity there for Puke. I love that from Jaina Suka. But yeah, we'll get to see Puke take on North Harbour on Monday. Is the women's match that, looking at these early results, perhaps we're looking forward to. Harbour out on there 1-0 up over Auckland at the start of the second quarter on Turf 2, and out here 3-0 in favour of Bay of Plenty. Starting there, New Zealand Indian Hockey Championship strong with 3 goals in the first half over Pukekohe goals, of course, 2 of them by way of Rajwinder Kaur and the third to Oriwahepi from the penalty corner. And looks like thumbs up there all around for the ladies in pink. Meanwhile, Puke, they've got a bit of work to do. We'll see some of the highlights here.
Yeah, some really good initial saves by Mia. Like, she's kept them in a game and probably not in a worse situation than they are right now.
Yeah.
She made some really crucial saves.
Yeah, this game could easily be 5 already, had it not been for some of the work of Mia Walab in goal for Puke. Yeah, they had a mountain of corners in the first quarter, did Bay of Plenty, unable to convert any of them. And then a couple of opportunities. They didn't have a huge amount of them, Puke, but man, if they'd just been able to turn one early, could have made this game a lot different than where we're standing at the moment at 3-0. You see, have a look at this little upright. How you doing? Oh, it's gone right onto the thumb. It's a stinger. And then on the forehand across it went. Well saved. We saw the variations from Bop. That one got a little bit wrong. A lot of variations from Bay of Plenty at the penalty corner. This one, have a look at this. Finds the space. Hits the net. We'll see that again. Little crab dribble. Finally found her gap.
Yeah, tough one to stop there.
Yeah.
Great finish.
And And this one's the stinger. We had to stop for a couple of minutes there. I've just took one on the knee and then made this good save. Little glovey.
Oh.
And then we had the Seedle special. Slippery Seedle. But how's that from Mirwalab?
Yeah, how good was that save?
On a busted knee.
There it is again.
Oh, Seeds.
She's clapping herself as well while she runs off.
I'm not sure what she's clapping for. We'll have to ask about that.
Maybe clapping at the save once she saw it.
Wow.
That great roll and finish there.
Yeah, this is huge. Have a look at this.
Yeah, that's great.
That's none better than that. That's a world-class finish, that. And then I think this is the penalty corner that they scored off. There's that little in and away. Buried it. What do you want here, Pete? This will be a good angle of it.
Yeah,
opens this up.
Whoa.
Didn't even have time to move her feet. Mia, that thing's been hit. And then this late. Great save by Kashona for Bay of Plenty. And that's the tail of the tape. 3-0 in favour of Bay of Plenty, and pretty heavily the stats in their favour as well. More than double the shots on goal, 5-3 in the penalty corners, and about double on the circle entries. So, like we said, Puki not without opportunity, just without anything to show for it, unfortunately, for the ladies in green.
Yeah, and look, it's very tough when you've got a very good goalkeeper to play against and you only get a few opportunities, right? And Kashuna's done pretty well to stop those from Puki as well. So, yeah, some great one play, and good to see, Bay of Plenty scored some pretty good goals just then in that quarter, and that's always tough. Yeah,
absolutely. You pair excellent defensive work with some outstanding execution up front in terms of goal scoring, and you create a team that's pretty tough to beat, and a team that will be trying to wrestle one off North Harbour, I think, come Monday. So, yeah, the women's section, 5 teams in the competition again this year, with Puki, Wellington, Auckland, North Harbour, and Bay of Plenty. And Bay of Plenty, well, they were trying to go for a three-peat last year, and North Harbour stopped them in their tracks at home as well, which was even more exciting for the North Harbour Indian ladies, who meanwhile actually have an attacking penalty corner over on Turf 2 against Auckland as we speak. Meanwhile, the team's back out here for third quarter action. Bay of Plenty up 3-0 over Puki.
Oh, and we're off. I almost thought they were just going to do a 1-2 straight through the middle, but opted to use it as a trickery.
Again, one of those long balls out the sideline, half trap, beat them all. Amrita Singh, it was there, that trying to link up at the front. And yeah, free hit coming here for Bay of Plenty. And big one here. Oh, she's threaded the needle. That's special. Rajwinder Kaur. She, not one we've known of coming into the game and into the tournament, but man, I tell you what, those that are looking at team selections and tournaments, etc., man, she's got to be somewhere on the list at the moment. Rajwinder Kaur executing going forward. That was clean and composed.
Yeah, really good O'Reilly there too, just to knock the ball straight on, potentially we could have seen an individual sort of play at the top, but she's realised the opportunity, and I mean, a great finish again. That's just such composure just to slot it in that narrow side of the keeper.
Yeah, and one thing of note, we can't see it on the screen at the moment, but Puki now facing that left to right sun. So the angle that Kaur would have been coming in on, probably the tougher one for Mia Wallab in goal. She would have been looking straight at the sun, which is coming up over the clubhouse at the moment. But yeah, excellent execution from Rajwinder Kaur. And again, I spoke to Suresh about it, but how good the the women's game is now within NZISA. You know, had a full heritage team this year of 18 players, and now we're still finding new ones putting their hands up at these tournaments. So from what was almost that threat of losing the women's game here at the Indian tournament to, well, look, you're going to have to really start looking at selections and trials and things for the NZISA ladies team, which is only a good thing for its development and probably something you're pretty happy to see as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a great problem to have, right? From where we were probably 3-4 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, to where we're at now, and there's some really good younger players that probably aren't even at this tournament that are still to come, and you know, we're finding some finds as we're seeing out here today as well. So real promising for the women's section, and yeah, hopefully it just continues to grow.
As we see again, another attack come forward here. Hepi just drops it off for Kaur. Manjot Lal, well saved by Wallab, but still there and cleaned up now by Puki. And Divyanka, she tried her best to hide it and continue on, but ball out over the sideline, and now we see Bop with the sideline hit here. It's Annalisa Fitzgerald who's around the back. Oh, it's going to fall. It's going to fall for Uriwa Hepi with Kaur. Kaur turns on it, and Kaur puts it straight on the foot. They've really started to firm up a connection there, Uriwa Hepi and Rajwinder Kaur. And it's only game one.
Yeah,
so
wow.
It's only going to get better for Bay Plenty. We'll see it again on the replay. It skipped its way through, but this skill.
It's well found.
Yeah, again, just making all the right plays. Rajwinder Kaur again. You could see strikers just try and hit that on the reverse. And now short corner. Oh, there's a little short that time. And they'll win one just outside the circle. Fitzwalter can't get through.
Oh, still going.
Still
it's
there.
Not over yet.
Oh. And it's not the world's fastest one. Hepi, though, finally missed one. It doesn't happen often.
Yeah, again, I think some brave defending just to get that stick in there and just to avoid that shot. Something they're going to have to continue to do at the moment, because this Bay of Plenty are hot off the press right now.
Yeah, they're not letting up by any stretch. In fact, they probably want a couple more the way that they're playing.
Yeah, set a statement at the tournament in their first game. Why not?
And, oh, lovely skill there. And they'll go again up this right-hand flank. Fredrickson, in it goes, trying to link up there with Kaur. Oh, she scored another one.
Just do a day today, I think.
Rajwinder Kaur, yeah.
What can't she do? A little bit of 3D and take a chance, and that one's gone in too.
Yep, showing all of the exploits at the moment. Have another look at this. It was a little messy here, but have a look at this. Beats one. Falls there. This is not the prettiest work. Actually, this is the earlier one that Hepi had a swing at. It's not the one that led to the goal. We might get to see that one a little bit later or at the break as one batted across the field. Now Puki, and they find something going forward. They're down 5-0. Just in on the dots here for Priyapaso. Dash looking, and it goes. Still going there, Dash around the edge of the circle, and penalty corner coming for that one. A little bit perplexed, I think, the two Bay Plenty defenders, but
Puki will take it.
yep, absolutely. We'll see what they've got up their sleeves. Yeah, we'll see if we can get a quick look at that last goal. Yeah, there's the back end of it there. Just a little bobble on it made it tough for Mia Willard. The 3D skill before it, I think, was the shot. And now Puki would love one. Babu just takes it upright, lays it off to, well, nobody on her team. It's, again, a little messy, unfortunately.
Just, yeah. Bit of misconnection for Puki at the moment, and kind of summing up their game a little bit at the moment, whereas nothing can go wrong for Bad Plenty.
Yeah, especially anything in and around Rajwinder Kaur. She's been on top of every opportunity that she's had. And now out through Wallab. And she goes long handle. It's cut out by Bop. And they'll come back for a free hit in the middle of the field. About 6.5 minutes left in this third quarter. Hitsu, as a coach, and you don't like to be on the end of these too often, but what are the messages come the third quarter break for this Puki side who find themselves a fair way behind on the scoreboard and probably, barring some Christmas miracle, out of this one?
Oh, look, I think you got to just start taking the small wins. It's about how can we finish the game? You like to finish. I know it's not the nicest to lose games, but fair to say this is where it's going to end for them today. But just take the small ones. If you can finish the way you want to start the next one, I think that's a big win in itself. So can they get on the scoreboard, just get that one goal, or can they win a quarter? That would be my focus right now. Like, can they win the first quarter, or the fourth quarter, should I say? That's about to finish. Can they get a penalty corner? Set some smaller targets that can just provide that winning sort of feeling.
Yeah, that's it, right? Can we find ways to take positives into tomorrow's game? Because we said they've probably had the hard teams first. Unfortunate run for Puki. Not to say that there's easy teams, but there's certainly hard ones. As we see,
that's a great steal.
Now. Oh, and there's a player there. Oh, and she'll get one. And she's pumped about it too. I don't know if anyone knew she was there, actually. Louis Heppy, and look at her. She's pumped about it.
But it's that one again, Rajwinder Kaur, who set that one up,
Oh, and it's an unfortunate one by Mia Willab there as well. Just caught the inside of the boot.
Yeah, that's tough. It's one of those ones where do you go to the player, do you stop the save? Probably got caught a little bit trying to think about which one to do first.
And Bop kind of made something out of nothing there. Really, it came from that blindside steal, and off to the races went Rajwinder Kaur.
But also, I think for Mia, just, probably wanting a bit more from her defenders, leaving, unmarked players like that when you're 5-0 down the scoreboard doesn't help.
No, and we have to see the replay again, but the primary defender in front of her is her mum, so someone's going to have a quiet ride to the hotel this afternoon, and I'm not sure which way around it'll go.
Langus has opted for his own car today, so I think he's out of the woodworks.
And speaking of, she's onto the field, and just that one's going to beat her across the field there. Kaya Wallab, first run around out there now for Puki up the front. She'll try and stay as far away from her older sisters as possible, I dare say. And, well, trapped, and we're going to have a first card. That one going the way of Stacey Wepper. There's now an opportunity for something for this Puki team. Dash looking like the little 3D on it. And good tackle at the back there. And kept in. A relieving free hit for Fitzwalter. And start of the second half over on Turf 2, still 1-0 the way of Harbour over Auckland. This time, Rajwinder Kaur couldn't get past Puke players, and now they'll try and build up again here at Bad Plenty. Cut out well by Nishikana. And this time, though, it found her foot, Nisha, and very quickly got rid of that one, so that Bad Plenty couldn't take it on the roll. And now Fitzwalter, she's looking. Here's the goal scorer, Kaur, and it goes. Lovely ball. Kick and cleared, though, by Miawalab.
Bad Plenty not done yet, I think. They're still going to be pushing.
Yeah. Like we said, only one game this today for them, and that's a bit of an unfortunate one there for Puke. Trying to clear the ball, and the Bay player just got his stick in the way enough to get the lift, I think. Let's see what they're cooking up in this huddle. Unless Fitzgerald looks like she's the one directing traffic. Ori Wahepi, I think, is off the field at the moment. Or is, yeah, off the field. We'll see what they've got. Oh, it's a little wayward.
Oh, good save.
Good shot, good save, good hockey. All around there was a little miscued at the top, but got a good shot away. Annalisa Fitzgerald. And now Kaur. Even the camera lost her there for a second. That's how rapid she is. And away comes Trish Pabu.
He's got some wheels herself.
Still going, yeah. And that one is cleaned up by Manjot Lal. It gives it straight back to Pabu, who looks a little agricultural on the way back. The reverse chip overhead, we're not going to come off this time.
Yeah, it's just those last little bit of connections that Puke have been finding a bit difficult in this last sort of quarter. This quarter.
There's Manjot Lal searching, looking, nobody there on the end of that one, but understood the time on the clock. And just like that, we are heading towards our fourth quarter here between Bad Plenty and Puke. Bad Plenty well in control here and probably have done enough to stamp a first up victory here against Puke. We see the players from both teams come in for their final chat with the coaches, with their staff and with the players. And these are some of those highlights from earlier in the game.
Yeah, it's a great finish.
Well read. Saw the space. And that's that pass you talked about there from Oriwa. Had a defender on her back, roll the ball to the baseline, and she'll do the rest, including winning this penalty corner. This is the build-up. Swing there. It's this next bit of play which results in the goal. Hopefully we see most of it. And this is still that air swing. This little bit of here.
Get it up,
3D. With the bobble on. Tough one there for Miawalab. We'll see it from the other angle. Look at this.
Just getting those quick shots away, like make things happen, get it on goal, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Goalie's still moving, does become difficult.
And then she set up their sixth with that pass. So by my calculation, Rajwinder Kaur has 4 goals and the assist.
Yeah.
Pretty good strike rate out of the 6 to be either scoring or leading hand in 5 of them. Big first up showing by Pukekohe and the Bay of Plenty ladies. And they've got 15 minutes here to, again, like we said, for either side, set themselves up for tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly, and I think that's what Puke can do right now is, you know, this just treat it like the first quarter almost and go, okay, how do we reset and find some small wins to finish off on. But Bay of Plenty at the same time will not be done.
No. Still going, Happy. And we're going to see another card. I think this perhaps for that earlier shoulder challenge on the way through before she got to the circle. Card going the way of Vikabana.
Oh.
Must have had shared popcorn, I think, in the Puke changing sheds before this game. There's another stick that's gone wayward.
I think so. The one of the buttery kind
Yep.
seems way to go, and a lot of sticks flying out of hands. Oh.
And Happy going to be reminded just to leave the ball after the whistle. I should try to get a little deflection on that one past Mia Wallab. And now Puke. It's a tough outlet. You know, as a midfielder leading out into that channel, getting it out on your reverse that close to the sideline. It's a pretty tough ask. And this Puke team set deep in their own half defensively, but they win it back there. Free hit will go to the captain, Jaina Suka.
Maybe reserving some energy now. You know, it's their second game in and they're down on the scorecard, so maybe play a bit more counter-attack hockey.
And that free hit will go the way of Bay of Plenty. A little bit of jump rope in the defensive challenge. A little bit of neither sure who wanted it there for a little bit. And Bay of Plenty, they jump onto it. We're going to have a second whistle here for... not entirely sure what that one was. I don't think that was intentionally rolled away. I think it just rolled away.
I think so too, yeah. But we're not down there, so probably a different perspective.
Here come Puke, 2-on-2 if they can link up. Yeah, cut out in the end, and a lot of pink shirts in the picture. Just got that one a little bit wrong there. Phoebe Clark for Puke. She got all of that one. But again, nobody really up there this time for Bay of Plenty, and Mia still with a little bit of a hobble on. Hopefully they don't play first game tomorrow morning and she's got some time to rest up.
She might need an ice bath tonight, I think.
Yeah. And we're in another fairly lengthy conversation there, the ref. Again, not entirely sure what for, but they get it going in the end here at Puke towards halfway. And steal here, Trish Pabu. It's on the outside of Stacey Wepper.
Yeah, well done.
And straight in on the feet. Excellent skill there, Trish Pabu. See it again on the replay. Just a nice little one-hand dribble. Understood where the defender was. Straight back in and under, onto the feet.
Easy as that.
And looks like Devyanka and Shayna, the Brains Trust, out there for this Puki corner.
Yeah, it'd be nice for them to get a connection here. Oh,
I think they've gone a little early. Got to wait for the whistle.
probably a good thing because that was going to
It was-
Jaina's
I was
forehand.
going to say it's going straight to Dash. Again, interesting setup. This time 3 on the right. It's gone there anyway. They lay off. Oh, a little 1-2.
Save.
Yeah, got out well there, Kashona. That's when, I mean, you don't want to have to try and execute too many passes in a penalty corner, but one more would have got her if they'd been able to find the 1-2-1. It's one thing with Kashona, if you don't know, she does like to come out and challenge, which can be, you know, a great thing, as we saw on that time. But, man, if you are up to it and can get another pass away, there's the opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, here she is again.
Yeah, Core puts the burners on 1. Oh, and a little off-foot pass, 2. Is it linking up? No. It's going the other way. And here comes Devyanka weaving. It'll fall rather fortuitously for Trishan Pabu. Oh.
Oh, back of the stick.
Yeah, back of the stick to call there. And I'm also maybe convinced it wasn't quite in the circle
Yeah,
either.
I was on the fence on that one.
Yeah, but love the intent. Saw a little bit of a gap. We'll see it again on the replay. Oh, it's touch and go. I tell you what, had it gone in, I don't think you can deny it without seeing it on the replay. But back of the stick to call anyway.
That's what you ask of strikers. If they, as soon as they cross that line, you want them, you know, shooting at goal. Get something at the goal. Take half a chance.
We've had a couple of these now from Bad Plenty, just rolling it back to the Puki ladies. And now Devyanka beats 1, lovely skill, and 2. And the pass will fall. Yeah, this one was coming. It's her second of the game, and this time it's yellow for Wepa. She had a green earlier. She's just trying to do the traffic light combo at the moment. We'll see it again on this replay. Pabu again just finds herself in the right spot. Yeah, that leg challenge is pretty rough.
Gives her a little thank you tap on the way out.
Yeah. And now, can Puki find their way through? Like we said at the break, just finding ways to either win the quarter, take the small wins. This would be a huge one for them.
Yeah, we're interesting to see if they go for a variation or...
Oh!
Why not?
Tell you
Round
what.
the back variation, Brad.
I tell you what. That wasn't far off. I will say the one thing of note, they finally got one out straight.
I was about to say the same.
Jaina, gorgeous trap, rolled it in. Trish got all of it. I'm not sure if that's how they drew it up, that little injector tuck under deflection, but she's one of my favourites.
Oh.
We've had some pretty exciting goals in this game, but had that one gone in, it might have stolen first spot from Chunda Kaur.
Yeah, look, we said it would take something special to beat Kashona, and that almost was it.
Yeah, that would have done it there. I would have loved to see that one go in, just so we could replay it 4 more times on the highlights. And now, Bad Plenty cut one out around halfway. Chunda Kaur working on the outside of Dash, and another.
Great skills.
Oh, and a little reverse pass. And Seedle, she gets her big toe in the way of that one. And we go penalty corner one end for what would have been goal of the day. And now they're going to have to defend one against the Bad Plenty team who've got Uri Wahipi back on the field. Have a look at this.
Oh, it's a great piece of skill, and then this
Boom.
first tap.
Yeah, that's special stuff there. Rajwinder Kaur.
Bit of a find this tournament so
Yeah.
far, I think.
And now Bad Plenty, what do they got on this one? Oh, it's a heavy trap into a freestyle. Core takes it to the baseline.
Fooled everyone.
Oh, Matt, yeah, even our own teammates there. And then Bad Plenty will be asked to take this one from the sideline. They come forward quickly. And no one in the goal scorer's spot that time for the Bay. And they're about 2 more minutes, I think, with the yellow card. Cool thing on the scoreboards here, they've actually got the card countdown clock on them, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a great feature to have.
Hepi searching, that's the battle with Suka. And into the corner it goes for Puki. In under 5 minutes left here in this women's matchup. Game 2 for the women's section on the live stream turf. And out on turf number 2, it's 2-0 in favour of Harbour, end of the 3rd quarter, so they got 1 more period to go. The defending champs trying to go 2 from 2 on day 1.
Oh, I was going to say, that's probably not the person you want receiving in the ball.
Yeah.
In the circle just there. Probably the first thing that's not worked for her in this game.
The first time she's probably just lacked a bit of execution on the reverse stick. But they'll invite them in for another go here. Bop still just down at 10 players. Puki, they're holding on at the moment. Like I said, they did create some opportunities, certainly, in the penalty corners coming their way, but couldn't quite get anything going as that one's going to beat them all out over the back line. You have to take it right out wide. Yeah, not the most fun place to be in. Turnover there. Oh, still going. Yeah, Tamar.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, Seedle.
Seedle's walking a fine line at the moment down there.
She's knowing she's
Seedle,
walking straight to defend that.
Yeah, where's my mask? In she goes, and Bad Plenty with an opportunity. The good thing for them is they're back to 11. We'll see it on the replay here. Yeah, just in one hand, a little bit ill-disciplined there on the baseline, but I mean, like, what else do you do when Uri was kind of half beating you already on your reverse? There's set the double bracket up this time. Lal. Well run. I think it was Dash running that one. Yeah, yep. And yeah, we're just going to make sure it's nowhere near the 25-yard line, but all good. Anywhere's good. And in it comes here for Bad Plenty. Just trying to link up. Tamar Hepi up the front. And a few of these ladies from the BOP team, they all play together at Hepi Sports. Their intercity ladies team, who've just started their season in the last couple of weeks. So quite cool to see a fair few of those ladies representing out here for Bad Plenty again this weekend. No rest for them.
Nice.
There's Devyanka there showing off a bit of her skill, though. Gets tangled up in it. I'm trying to get past. Fitzwalter does. But it's cut out by Wepa, who the only thing she's missing is a goal and a red card at the moment. But everything else, Stacey Wepa. And, oh, love the touch pass. Back to Hip. Oh. Oh, and how's it missed after all of that?
Oh, was she going for the pass or was that into the goal?
I gotta say it was
Surely
looking
it
for a
was a shot.
pass. Would have liked to just shoot the thing.
Nice one too that started
Yeah.
Nearly on halfway.
I got to say too, full credit there, Pavika Bana, who just kept chasing back on Orewa. She would have otherwise been unmarked and just walked that one in. So way to keep digging in there, 6-0 down and stay in it. And that hooter brings the end of the match there. 6, the final for Bay of Plenty. 4 of them to Rajwinder Kaur. 1 to Hepi, Orewa Hepi, and 1 to Louis Hepi. Makes the 6. And they've started their tournament strong. Puke, another long day at the office. But fingers crossed for them. Some brighter times tomorrow where they still have to play Auckland and Wellington. Meanwhile, Bay of Plenty, well, they'll have 2 games a day now on their way through. Awesome matchup between these 2 teams. Make sure you don't go too far. We've got our final game of the day coming up shortly. It's a men's A match between Waikato and North Harbour. The local lads, the hosts. Make sure you join us back there then, and we'll see you soon.